What's poppin'? It's your boy, Coach Scubar of the Jellicent Jams, here with Suck My PokéBalls SMPB. Yes, not Beast Ball or Mount Dynasty, but a different league. SMPB Season 3, Week 1, beginning of a new season. It is a Regulation G 6v6 doubles. We, the Jellicent Jams, have a team consisting of Kyogre, Tornadus, Goodra, Hisui, which we will be referred to as Hoodra, Great Tusk, Palmont, Overquill, Magmortar, Serena, Runfrost, and Poltegeist. This week, Week 1, we are going up against Coach Purple of the New Orleans Noiverns with a team of Lunala, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Indeedee Male, Hisuian Arcanine, Hydreigon, Okidoki, Slacking, Swampert, Hawlucha, and Fortress. Getting right into team preview here, the first thing I see is this is not the team I was expecting. The Arcanine Hisui specifically, and the Slacking as well. Those were the two I caught off guard. I was kind of expecting the Swampert, but really the six I had predicted were the Hydreigon, the Hawlucha, and the Fortress. So seeing these six here, I'm a little shocked and everything, but we make it work. I've noticed he's got a huge dark weakness. Two things are weak to dark, and he's got absolutely no resistances. He's got to have skill swap either on Lunala or Indeedee for the Slacking. And so I figured, I was like, and I figured he's going to want to try to do some Trick Room shenanigans up first or whatever. I've got Taunt on Overquill this week. So I decided to lead Tornadus Overquill, as that's probably my best lead. It gives me speed options, it gives me knockoff, it gives me taunt. So yeah, here we go. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Coach Purple, and yeah, see how this goes. Week 1, Season 3, SMPB. With the lead of Lunala Slacking versus Overquill Tornadus. And I just gotta say, first things first, I love Lunala. You know I'm biased from Dynasty. I love Lunala. I think very undervalued, restricted. Great pickup. So now seeing this lead, I'm like, what the hell are you gonna do? I'm like, what shenanigans do you got up your sleeve with this Lunala? So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go for the knockoff, break the Shadow Shield, see what item it is. I'll let the Slacking do what Slacking's gonna do. And and we get the taunt off. So my Overquill this week, I have 100 speed EVs, which puts me at 118 speed. Specifically, that is to outspeed Lunala if Lunala is 0 EVs, because Lunala at 0 EVs is 117. So knockoff comes off, reveals leftovers, high horsepower comes out. We take that with Overquill. Let's go Overquill. We get the taunt off, and they go for the Tailwinds, trying to match my Tailwind, which is interesting. No skill swap, no Trick Room, but now Slacking is sitting here in Truant. And if you had noticed, Overquill went before Lunala, so that means either Lunala is 4 EVs in speed, and we speed tied, or it's actually 0 EVs, and I sped cracked this thing perfectly. So Purple, you'll have to let me know that. But anyways, yeah, seeing that now and seeing how also the Slacking outspeeds Overquill, I'm like, alright, I need to get some speed control up here. So this was actually a little bit of a blunder. Realizing he can't go for the Trick Room now, I should have gone for the Tailwind, because I can always set up the Rain with Kyogre. I didn't necessarily need the Rain here because I don't have a water move. So I should have gone for Tailwind instead, but Rain Dance gets the same thing off because this is a Swift Swim Overquill. It's not Intimidate, as you saw. And I was like, and yeah, he's got a Terra to resist Dark, so the Truant Slacking comes out, makes sense, into Indeedee Male, sets up the Psychic Surge, as expected. And he actually double switches, he pulls out Lunala as well, to reveal Hisuian Arcanine, which does not get the Intimidate off. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, wow, that's not Intimidate either. So it's either Flash Fire, which I really doubt, or it's Rock Head. And I'm so sorry, Oatmeal. That is such an unfortunate crit, because obviously without the crit, that's not taking out Arcanine. But with the crit, that's only a 75% chance to OHKO. That's a roll to one-hit KO. Not even guaranteed with the crit, so I'm so sorry about that oatmeal. Or not oatmeal, purple. But anyways, yeah, I saw the Indeedee on the field. I thought oatmeal. No, but anyway, so out comes the slacking now. So again, so this thing gets to hit damage, and I'm like, alright, let's just start getting some damage back and everything. We'll fire a Bleakwind Storm. And you can saw I was like looking, just Crunch and Poison Jab had the same damage, so I was just looking at their effects. And I was like, oh, I'd rather get the minus defense drop, which, hey, you know what, that actually comes into play here, as the minus defense drop happens. And then this Bleakwind comes out, and I'm like, Tornadus, you are weak AF. I mean, I'm 252 special attack EVs, but I'm timid. Out comes the Thunder Punch, which we take that because Tornadus has got that bulk. Just a little bit of bulk, actually. And then there's the skill swap. So now the Indeedee male has the Truant, and Slacking now has Psychic Surge, which is fine, but I've got the speed control here, so I'm going to go for the Crunch. Again, you got a Terra to be unresisted to this, or to resist this. Excuse me. And then, yeah, and then this Indeedee does not get follow me, which is nice. Only the female Indeedee gets follow me, so I don't have to worry about that. Anyways, yeah, out comes the Crunch with the defense drop that definitely takes out the slacking. You know, Overquill goes down to Life Orb, but Overquill, you know, you've done your job. You got the taunt off, you took out slacking, huge damage. So let's take that KO, not give the death, or not give the KO to Purple. And then I'll be honest, I was a little shocked the knockoff knocked out the Indeedee, but you know what? Hey, we take it. Especially because, like I said, I am timid on this Tornadus. I'm 31 IVs, but I'm timid. And we saw the terrain extender, which I'm like, that makes sense. I have my only way to remove terrain is with ice spinner. So, terrain extender is perfect. So if I'm not ice spinning, then you have your terrain. So out comes the Ogerpon, Wellspring, and Lunala versus my Choice Scarf, Great Tusk here. And I'm like, alright. We saw the Tailwind the first turn, so Lunala's definitely going to want to get Tailwind up here. So I was like, so let's match the speed control. Let's get the Tailwind up. I highly doubt he's running Tailwind and Trick Room. Then I was debating on what I want to do here. I was like, do I want to lock myself into Ice Spinner, into the Ogerpon? I was like, but then I was like, if it Terras, it's not worth it. I guess I could have Terra'd my Great Tusk here, because you saw him Terra Dark, in case they want to go to the Psychic move or just attack it with Ivy Cudgel in the rain. But anyways, yeah, so out comes the Terra from Purple here, the Terra from the Wellspring. We all know what that one does, the special defense boost, and it's now a pure water type. So that's fine, you know, not wanting to be super effective from Bleakwind Storms. I didn't want to go for Bleakwind Storm because I want to bait the Wide Guard first. I'm like, alright, if he has the Wide Guard, I want to see it first. Not going for the Wide Guard. That's fine. Great, you know, close combat does great damage, gets off into it. I see the Swords Dance, and I'm like, I like it. A little scary, but I like it. What's actually even scarier is this the reason I should have Ice Spinnered, because I totally forgot about Expanding Force. I never ran it on my Lunala, because I never had Psychic Terrain. So that picks up the double KO, because, you know, Great Tusk has pitiful special defense. So I'm like, alright, see. And this is where I wish I didn't set up the rain before, so now I would get 5 new turns of rain with Kyogre's Drizzle, but because the rain's already up, it's not mattered. Duly noted. So yeah, so this is why you can see I'm running the coverage moves this week is for, I'm like, alright, if Ogerpon doesn't Terra, I have Ice Beam, but also for Hydreigon as well, but if it does Terra, I have Thunder. So over that stage, we're just going to fire the Thunder off into the Ogerpon. It should take it out of this KO. I'm like 252 modest, right? Yeah, I'm a 252 modest Kyogre. And then I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, let's go. I'm like, the knockoff is 4 times effective, even though it doesn't have, oh no, I went for Revival Blessing, yeah. Because Revival Blessing is absolutely broken. Like, it's funny because now I'm actually looking here and I'm like, who do I actually want to bring back? I was like, do I bring back Tornadus for my endgame speed control? I was like, I don't know if I need it. I was like, he doesn't have that many mods left. Excuse me. So I was like, so I could just bring out Great Tusk and just, Choice Scarf, Headlong Rush, or Close Combat something. But then you see, I'm going back and forth between Great Tusk and Tornadus. I even considered Overcool for a little bit, but I was like, nah, I'm just like, you know what? He doesn't have that many mods left. Let's just go Choice Scarf and hit something hard. The Tailwind, or the Thunder comes out because he hasn't set up Tailwind. And now he sets up the Tailwind and everything. So we're matched on that, but that's fine. We know this Lunala does not have any speed, and Kyogre, so my Kyogre will outspeed it. Now comes the final mon, my gotta be one of my favorite starters, easily my favorite Gen 3 starter, Swampert, OG water type. So, but I don't know what it wants to do and everything. So I'm like, alright, let's just get Lunala out of here, and we have plenty to deal with this Swampert here. And like I was saying before, even though the item's already knocked off, this knockoff is 4 times effective, so trust me, it'll take out. Also, how much do I have? I'm 252 on this Palmot as well. Yeah, I'm jolly, but I'm 252. So, yeah, and then, yeah, I mean, Palmot, I didn't realize how actually, like, broken Palmot is between Revival, Blessing, and Nuzzle. I was like, every time I bring Palmot, these two moves are just like an absolute staple. Then on top of Close Combat, on top of Knockoff, on top of Fake Out, Brick Break, hell, it even gets Coaching, Double Shock, Electro Whip, Encore, Helping Hand, Ice Punch, Mach Punch, Play Rough. Like, yeah, like, Palmot is like, I'm actually very happy I picked this up. Even got Volt Switch too. But anyways, yeah, so the high horsepower comes out into Palmot, revealing the Focus Sash, just Focus Sash, great item. And I realize I want to get some rain up for my Hydro Pumps, or my Water Spouts. And also, I just want to preserve Kyogre, so we'll go for the knockoff to reveal the Choice Band, which once I saw that, I was like, that is scary. I was like, that's outputting a lot of damage. So, we lose our last turn of Tailwind. But, that's fine and everything. I can send out Kyogre here, because I'm like, I'll use Kyogre to wait out this last turn of Tailwind. And then, I can just clean up with Choice Scarf Great Tusk. It's his last turn of Tailwind, so I'll just Protect. And like I said, I didn't even consider that I didn't Terra yet, but I'm Terra Steel on the Kyogre, so it's definitely not worth it now. High horsepower actually comes off into the Protect, which is huge, so, just cool, I mean, all I need to reveal is that I have Protect on Kyogre, which is fine. You probably, the AV is somewhere else, which I put AV on Kyogre too, because of Lunala and Indeedee. And I was expecting Hydreigon too. But yeah, thankfully the Hydro Pump connects, and we take game 1, 3-0. He's knocked out. He knocked out 4 of my Mons, but Revival Blessing is just broken, so I'm like, alright, I'm feeling pretty good about that and everything, pretty, I'm feeling, I've seen the coverage on his, Slacking, Lunala's Tailwind, Expanding Force, Leftovers, Choice Band Swampert, Skill Swap Indeedee and everything, so I'm like, alright, yeah, and the Arcanine not being intimidated is huge, that greatly helps out my bottom 3 here, Great Tusk, Palmot, and Overquill. So I was like, alright, so he knows about Taunt now and everything, so I'm like, so he's gonna have an answer to Overquill. I'm like, and you know what, I'm like, and the Dark is just so good here between hitting Indeedee and Lunala, and then nothing else on his team resists the Dark. So, Poison hits Ogerpon if it doesn't Terra, so I want to save Lock Bay, the Overquill in the back, and I was like, let's just, same thing, let's just hit something hard. Let's just hit something fast, and let's hit something hard with Great Tusk. That's going to be Great Tusk's name of the game this week. Great Tusk is here to pick up KOs, and if it goes down, that's okay. Because let's see. Oh no, actually, interesting, never mind. Maybe Great Tusk isn't here to pick up KOs. Well, I mean it is, but well, the real reason Great Tusk is here is an or as a sun answer, because my thought process is, all right, I have rain. You want to set up sun? That's fine. You've now boosted photosynthesis on my Great Tusk. So, like, you now got another. You've eliminated one threat. You've now created another. So, good luck, Charlie. Anyways, getting into game 2 here versus purple. Good luck, have fun. Switches up the leads. We see the Indeedee and Arcanine this time versus Tornadus and Great Tusk. I'm like, all right, yeah. So it's just same thing. Let's just do huge damage into this Indeedee. And I'm looking at the options here. I'm like, all right, he's got a Terra to live something here. He's got to switch. I don't want to go. I was like, I don't want to go for... Oh, because in case he was Terra flying. I was like, maybe he switches out into Ogerpon here, expecting the ground type move. Or he goes into Terra flying. I was like, but if he switches out into Lunala here, I get nothing off. So luckily, no switches, no Terra, nothing. He just lets me get the free close combat off into the Arcanine. So obviously, it's a one-hit KO, again with no Intimidate. And I get the knockoff off, which does a solid 90-95%. Knocking out the terrain extender, and you get the E-Force off, so that's fine. We'll trade 1 for 1. Yeah, I took out your Arcanine. That, I don't know if that critical hit mattered. I mean, Great Tusk has base 53 special defense. I'm not running the AV. I do have 100 EVs into my special defense, but I only have 4 into my HP. So, I want to say that probably didn't matter. Like I said, I could have Terra'd there. I could have Terra'd expecting that. Because that's the reason I am Terra Dark, because I was like, so I can not get hit with Expanding Force. And I just didn't click at this game. So, anyways, out comes the Swampert, and I'm like, alright. I was like, you know, in case Lunala comes out, I want to have Taunt ready. So, but, that's why Overquote comes out, and I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm like, what's Indeedee gonna do here? Like, set up Trick Room? Like, if Indeedee sets up Trick Room, that's fine and everything. I was like, let's actually just start getting rid of all of his mons. And this is where I was looking at it. I thought about the Terra Dark. Because I'm Terra Dark on Overquill as well. Because it works, actually, it removes Overquill's 1 weakness. Yeah, it gives you 3 and not 3 weaknesses, but the thing is, it's still a 2 times boost to my Dark type moves, where again, he's got no resist, so I was like, yeah, you know what? We'll pull the trigger. We're up the game. Let's go for it. So out comes the Terra Dark Overquill. Knocking off the Choice Band. And the 252 Adamant Life Orb. Terra Dark Crunch. Into the Swampert. Picks up the remaining HKO. As he switched out Indeedee into the Slacking. Which I was like, oh. Good thing we doubled up into the Swampert. So, I'm up what? I'm up 5-4 right now. Feeling pretty good. His Indeedee's pretty low. As out comes the Ogerpon here. And I'm like, alright, exactly, yeah, same thing. He's got a Terra. I was like, he's got a Terra to not be super effective against the Poison Jab. I was like, well, you know what, let's actually scout for that and everything. I'll set up the Tailwind because I need the speed control. Especially since you saw Slacking outspeeds Overquill without one of my boosts. And I was like, you know what, I was like, he's gonna attack my Overquill probably. And I was like, and we want Tornadus to go down here so I can bring out either Kyogre or Palmon. So, yeah. That's where the Protect comes out. And I was like, and then, yeah, and this scouts for the Terra as well. Which he's tearing. The Ogerpon, again. Removing the grass typing so he's not weak to the flying nor the poison. I mean, I like it. It's good Terra. I mean, Ogerpon was I knew Ogerpon was coming this week. Ogerpon was... I knew Lunala, Indeedee, and Ogerpon were coming this week. Out comes the Protect. Get the Tailwind up. Out comes the Ivy Cudgel to my Tornadus, which picks up the KO. But you know, Tornadus, you've done your job. Like, you've got knockoffs, and you just set up Tailwind. And the Slacking reveals I think one of the most staple moves on Slacking, Drain Punch, into my Dark type, which absolutely would have probably won a KO with my little bit of Life Orb damage. Well, especially if I attacked and I had taken more Life Orb recoil, so go Overquill, go Protect. And now you think I see something a little suspicious here and everything. I go for the Water Spout because I know Kyogre's is the fastest thing on the field. No, actually Overquill's the fastest thing on the field. But so the Water Spout will KO the Slacking. And then I don't necessarily want to attack the Ogerpon because, like, you know, it'll just gain all the HP back from Water Absorb. So I'm like, so we'll just leave it at full HP and just double up into the Slacking here. I mean, Water Spout should be a guaranteed one-hit KO, but, you know, in case, I can't imagine he wants to switch out Ogerpon here or anything. Yeah, so the Crunch comes out, does a solid 55%. Get the defense drop again. Go Overquill. But, yeah. Oh, wait! Oh, no, it did I didn't even notice this in the match. So it's Embodiment Aspect, that's right, it loses the Water Absorb. Oh, that's right, it loses the Water Absorb, so it actually did take a little bit of damage. Oh, that's fine. So I could have actually... Oh! So I could have just crunched it. Oh, I thought it had Water Absorb still when it tear it. Oh. My bad. Hey. Okay, we learned something new today. I didn't even notice it in the match, yeah. Anyway, so out comes Palmo now, because he's got to be sending out Lunala. And I was like, yep, I was like, even with the special defense boost, let's just nuzzle, and while I still can, while it's still guaranteed, then just get my Revival Blessing off. Bring back, same thing as game one of the three. Who's already fainted. Tornadus, Overquill, or Great Tusk. You can see, because I got the rain up, and because I was like, of what he's got left, I thought about Overquill, but I was like, nah, it's the same thing. We'll just KO something quick with Great Tusk. Out comes the Thunder. Critical, dude, I'm so sorry. These are now 2 critical hits this game, which have just, I mean, that one might have mattered too. That's just so unfortunate. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Purple. Anyways, the Thunder takes out the Ogerpon, and Lunala gets up the Tailwind. As out comes the final mon of the Indeedee, which is just a little HP. It'll just knock off, because that's going to do massive damage. No Wide Guard, so I could have gone for the Water Spout, but no, I figured, I was like, just in case he goes for the Wide Guard, we'll just get the guaranteed. As out comes the E-Force. With the AV, we take that on Kyogre easily, and out comes the Focus Sash. So it's right, actually, because I lose Tailwind here, Lunala is the fastest thing on the field. So, like, I don't want to risk Hydro Pump missing, so I just go for another Thunder. But because, yeah, Lunala is the fastest thing on the field, the E-Force takes out Palmon. Critical hit totally mattered. I was like, damn, there goes that differential. Anyways, Thunder comes out, almost takes out Lunala. So close. Why did I send out Great Tusk here? Because he's still got his last turn of Tailwind. Tailwind, yeah. I should take another Expanding Force with, Kyogre. Yeah, I should have just... Wait, no, yeah, no, I should have sent out Goodra and just protected. Why did I send out Great Tusk? Anyways, yeah. Now comes the E-Force. 4 HP. Let's go, Kyogre. Let's go. The Thunder picks up the KO. And the Jellicent Jams take the set 2-0 over the New Orleans Noiverns. So GG's, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry about those 2 crits game 2 on the Arcanine and then the Ogre Pawn. I'm assuming the slacking was AV. The Choice Band High Horsepower Swampert was a huge threat. Yeah, we go up 1-0, starting off SMPB. Next week, week 2, we are going up against Coach Lucas of the Gliscor Corps with Necrozma Dawnwings, Ursaluna Bloodmoon, Conkeldurr, Regieleki, Hatterene, Meowstic Male, Magmar, Tentacruel, Phalanx, and Dodrio. So we'll catch you guys then. Coach Scubar and the Jellicent Jams, over and out.